Nice to be able to come here with you today to talk about a couple of things that will make life easier for you and for your customers, right? And if you want to let everybody know what we're going to be doing here, it's going to make more productive and more reliable products for the Leroy Holding fleet, and also be able to give some data that will help the customer and your company know better when to maintain the product, and also some opportunities that they may have to get better.
Okay, we're going to learn today is how to connect to the ECM and create a work order for each time the truck comes in, so we will have fresh information. We're also going to be able to analyze the data, and we'll know what's the matter with our truck in just a matter of minutes, something that we weren't able to do. We'll be able to see what the driver's doing and his characteristics, and then we'll be able to go back to the customer and say, hey, your driver's doing this, this, and this, so that's some stuff that we think you can correct to make our product better going down the road with less breakdowns and save you some money and get better fuel mileage. We'll also learn how to reset trip data so that we have a fresh shot each time the truck comes into our shop, so we'll know if they change drivers or if he changed his characteristics and what the truck's doing from that point on. Okay, first thing we're going to do is when we connect to the ECM, we're going to hit the connect button. Now what you're going to do is you're going to wait for, as if we haven't waited long enough here, but we're going to wait for we want to create a new work order each time. So we're going to say new, we're going to say OK, which actually takes less time than if you were trying to cancel it and not do this procedure. With this whole deal, it makes it so that you have something fresh each time, and then we'll be able to analyze our work order. Let's see, you want to stop. Okay, another thing we want to talk about is we're going to go to our features and parameters. We're going to click on this, and then this screen will come up. We're going to go to the after treatment. We're going to click on the plus side on the left, scroll down to the diesel particulate filter, click on the plus side of that. Okay, then we want to go down to right here to after treatment diesel particulate filter temperature stabilization. This has to be switched to enable on all of our Cummins vehicles, the small ones, the big ones, all of it. This gives it a much better regeneration. So like we've had before where the regeneration would stop if the guy's going down the road and he comes to a stop sign, it would shut off his regeneration. When we enable this, it's going to complete the regeneration, get it up to the correct temperatures. You also want to go down to automotive mobile regeneration, and you want your speed set to 0. Some of them will be locked where it won't let you, but the main thing is to make sure this enable is enabled. Once you get to there, we're going to go up to our small little computer screen here, which is going to send this to the ECM. It'll prompt you what to do. It'll tell you okay, we are going to turn our key off, and then click OK. And you're going to have to wait either a minute and a half or 30 seconds, whichever it tells you to do, and then turn the key on. That way it'll be stored in the ECM of the truck. So it's a very simple thing that's going to make a huge difference in our regeneration and our trucks going down the road where we won't have as many road calls.
Yes, so like Glenn said, one of the things that we've learned is that by keeping the temperature of the after treatment consistent, it makes the regens a lot better. So this temperature stabilization does exactly that. It allows the engine to maintain the temperature in the exhaust after treatment system so that we get more complete regenerations instead of some that may or may not complete properly.
And once you turn the key on, it'll tell you everything's okay. So now that is stored, it's going to be there for the life of the truck. So that's a very simple thing that we can do. Okay, the last thing we want to talk about is we've made a new work order to go in and clear the information so next time the truck comes in you have a clean slate. You're going to go to trip information, As soon as it propagates, just right-click anywhere on the screen and reset. So now we have a clean slate. So anything that happens from this truck between now and the next time it comes in your shop, it's going to ask you to turn the key on and off. It'll give you brand new information so we could tell what's going on from there. Because before, when we never reset this stuff, it could have been stuff that as they delivered the truck from the factory. So it was from day one. So if we start resetting this stuff, a couple minutes of just spending time with a laptop on your truck there will give you all brand new information, and we're going to have better, healthier trucks going down the road.
And the plan is to do this process when the truck comes in for its PM. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And that coincides very well with the organization, right? To be able to reset that at the time that the PM is done, so that you have a record from your PM and those changes all at the same time and not a separate service event, right?
So very simple, 5 minutes worth of work there. It will give you a ton of information that we never had before and make the trucks that much better. So today we learned how to hook up the computer, set up make a new work order, how to analyze the data, how to reset the trip data, and also how to set the parameters so that we're going to have better regens. So it's some simple stuff. Once you do it 4 or 5 times, it's going to be like second nature. The first times, if you have problems, give us a call or just watch this video a couple times. And you can do this to every truck, and it's going to save you in the long run.